everybody. I miss all of you so much, so I wanted to do a video here with Abraham so I can show you guys how to maintain at home during all of this quarantine. He is filthy. We are at our ranch in Central Oregon and he runs next to the quad. This is his 4th bath this week and he needs it. The insides of his legs are so covered in mud that they're steaming. So he's going to get a bath before he goes into the house, and I'm going to show you how I do it so you can try it home. So, okie dokie. Look at how dirty he is. Look at his inner legs. Abe, such a dirty boy. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get the dog in the tub. Here in the van, I have a loop around his neck that attaches to anchors in the wall, but on Amazon, you can get a suction cup grooming loop that can be used in the bathtub or shower and also on top of your washer and dryer for brushing. That's really the best way to do it. That way they're secure, they know that drill, they're very well behaved here in the van for me, and that's one of the secrets. So get a grooming loop, suction cup on Amazon. I'm gonna get him with shampoo. The one that you guys should grab, I really like it. It is made by a company called Tropiclean, and it's the hypoallergenic, and it can be used on their faces and the whole body. Petco or Amazon, Tropiclean hypoallergenic. All of your dogs have had the coconut one before because it smells really good. I've carried it in here for a while. So just wash the face, just kind of dilute it in your hands, scrub in. Standing on the hose, buddy. I'm going to wash him now. I'm just putting some, he's super wet, just a little bit of shampoo, like skimming all over. Use more shampoo if you need it. He should have a nice coating all over. And this is how to hand wash. He's pretty well rinsed already because I had to get a lot of mud off of him. I'm just massaging it into the coat. Adding some water. You don't want the shampoo to be on there super thick. That's how it'll be really hard to rinse it when you're done. And the most common problem with home washing is not rinsing well enough. So after you rinse, 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 rinse again. And if you're still not sure, rinse again. You don't want to leave shampoo on them, especially since you don't have a dryer like mine to get it off. Just kind of rinsing them again, rinsing it through the coat. Not a lot of shampoo. That Tropiclean one is concentrated. The less shampoo, the better. Especially on the face. Still more mud. It is a very good thing I brought my van with us. Okay, next I'm going to towel them off, just a regular old towel. Mine are cut in half just for ease, but you can also use an absorber towel like a chamois that they sell on Amazon for cars. That works great, and that's usually what I use, as you all know, but I only have one and it's already dirty, so things are not staying clean while we're here. So just toweling, getting all of that excess water off. Use as many towels as you need. Okay, so now he is towel dried off and I've got him on the table. At home, use your washer and dryer. If you put your dogs up on a place where they're above the ground, they can't run away, the washer and dryer is a good one. If you're worried about them slipping, an old yoga mat does great, or an anti-fatigue mat like in the kitchen, just something to get their grip and they're elevated. The suction cup grooming loop will also come in handy for this, so they know what's expected of them to stand on the table. All of your dogs are great, like I said, so they stand there for me. Now I'm going to blow dry him, and I have a bigger dryer than you guys can have at home, but I will also show you with a human hair dryer and a tip to make that a little bit easier. So here we go. Let me get him dry. Okay, so now I have the human hair dryer. Mine is on a stand. You can get one I believe on Amazon. I'll double check that, and if I can find one, I'll post the link. But this helps you brushing and drying, because it stays on and you don't have to hold it. You can do it this way. I'll show you both ways, but I'm going to use the stand for his head. It makes it easier. The brush that I'm using is the Artero dual-sided slicker brush. You can get it on Amazon. It's like 20 something. This is just 8 hair. You can get it on Amazon, 20 bucks or so. I love this brush. I use it on everybody, and he gets it today. So I'm going to show you how I do that. Turn it on. I like medium with medium heat. Wherever the air is being directed, that's where you're going to brush. He's a bad boy for his face. Use it on the top of his head. If you're not going to get a stand, you can just use it as is. For this, for doing the body, I like it on fast speed. I usually go for medium heat because I don't want to burn anybody's skin. But it's just quick movement. Like that. You're just doing one concentrated area, quick little movements, nothing big and thrashing, gentle, back and forth. That's how I do it, and it works for me. It will take me a long time to do his whole body, but you can do it at home, especially for poodles, doodles, that kind of thing. It's an important part of making sure that there's no mats, is getting them dry. If a mat stays wet, it will tighten, so try and get them dry. That's the biggest secret I can share. Okay, he is reasonably dry. I'm going to use my brush, and what I'm doing is I'm going over him section by section with the brush first. I can hear the tangles in there, but I have a trained ear for this. For you, it's kind of guesswork. But you'll feel it, good boy, you'll feel it when it goes through easily. It's not snagging, and it's a glide. After you're done brushing, you can come at him with a comb. I like the Andis fine tooth comb. You want a solid one. You don't want one with a handle. It'll work if you have it already, or if it's what you're more comfortable with, it will work. These ones are better. It has a wide and a fine tooth. This isn't really wide, but that will work as well. And you're going over the part that you brushed down to the skin. And you're being fairly aggressive but gentle. You want to feel it. And there's no tangles in here. His hair is just a little bit wet, so it's a little deceptive. When they're dry all the way, it'll be a little bit easier, but I wanted to do it with you guys and not to get him 100% dry and brushed out. So this is what it would be like doing it in your bathroom, unless you're going to spend hours doing it. I'm just combing. There, no tangles there. I had to give him a short haircut. So on the legs, still on top of the washer and dryer, pick up one leg, and with your brush, and you're going down all of the sides. You want to make sure you're pushing down to the skin, gently but firmly, and away, good boy, and following up with your comb. All the way to the skin, all the way to the ground. Hey, can you stand up, please? What are you doing? Set an example. Good boy. Okay, all the way down to the skin, everywhere on the body. The most important places to concentrate on are the lower part of your dog. You want to do the chest, the belly, the legs especially. The top is very easy to comb. That's where most people keep their dogs brushed out, is on the top. Make sure you're getting those areas that are harder to reach, and having them up on the washer and dryer will really, really help. So combing, when you lift a leg, don't be afraid to comb the one that's down on the ground, help keep their balance too. So for tail, same thing, brush, and I'm holding the tail firmly in my fingertips. Let me bring you closer actually. Okay, for combing the tail, come here. I need your butt. Good boy. I'm holding the tailbone gently in my fingers, and I'm brushing the hair away from the tailbones. I don't go down like that hardly ever. It's very thin skin and it's easy to cut. Being as gentle and firm as possible. All angles. Just try not to go down the length of the tailbone. Oh, come here. I need your butt. Sorry. Thank you. Nope. Stay. All I did there was I just grabbed underneath his back legs to shift his back body. And now he's standing. He'll relax in a second. That's a handling tip. Combing, or brushing, sorry. And then after that, I'm going to go through it with my comb again. Make sure there's no tangles. Can't forget the comb. Good boy. There's one right there. When you feel the comb snag, come back at it with the brush. Hey, what are you doing? All the way around. For his style of tail anyway. Your Shih Tzus, Pomeranians, things with longer drop coat tail, you're just brushing it down like you would your own hair. Nope. Redirect. A spray that's really good is also Artero. It's called Matte X spray. Sorry if that's backwards. I'll still post the link though. It really helps with the tangles in the hair, add some slip to it. So just spray it down. It's not pressurized, so if you wanted to, you can pour it into like a spray bottle with the nozzle. But that works just like that, and it smells like Ape. Stay. Set the example. And that helps it glide through so much easier. Amazon. There we go. Stay. Good. Thank you. Okay. Next thing I'm going to show you is how to do nails. He's ready. We're going to do nails. I'm going to do pads of the feet, the bottom of them, and the eye corners, just to show you guys help at home, I hope. Okay, for this one I have the nail trimmers. These are Safari brand. You can get them on Amazon. This is the regular size, not the large one, so I'd recommend this one for actually all of you, because all of your dogs get it. I'm going to bring you close. Okay, I'm going to grab one of his feet here. Looking at the nail, I did them yesterday, so it's kind of cheating. Let's see this side. You can see where it stops right there. I can still take off the tips here, so that's what I'm going to show you how to do. I'm going, still in the washer and dryer, I'm going to hold him like this, and one at a time I am taking off just the tip of this. I should show you my other dog, because his are pretty good. Little clips. If you're afraid to go too deep, err on the side of caution. Some progress is better than none. This will really help having on the washer and dryer. He fights me a little bit for it, but he's a defiant puppy, so that's to be expected. Good boy. Just the tips. I can see it. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on camera, but the nail changes color. It goes from like a matte to a glossy. Cut on the side of the glossy towards the edge of the nail. The quick usually stops there. I don't know if that was helpful at all for me to show you how to do it, but I tried. Now I'm going to show you how to do the paw pad. Pick up his foot like this. facing you. If you don't have a small clipper, you can use an old face trimmer. I have one of my husband's old ones that I use in a pinch if I have to, and it'll work. So on the shortest setting that it will go, you're cupping the pad and pushing very gently. You're just skimming the top of it. I recommend not digging in here. It's very, very easy to cut your dog in the pad deep in here. So if you keep it cupped like a bear paw, you have less of a chance of cutting the small tissue in between the toes. Okay, so the last thing that Abe and I are going to show you is how to clean out the corners of their eyes. When you trim at home, a lot of you trim the top of the bangs that falls down. Ow! Why did you pull my hair? When you trim up there, you're not helping their vision really. They see straight out, and the hair that comes up the nose is always the issue. You can trim the bang, sure, but get down here, that's more important, and that's gonna help with the eye boogies too, which is another thing I should show you with the baby wipe. So I'm holding his head nice and firm. I'm holding his lower jaw, just good boy, gently holding on to it. I have my fingers down his throat. I can feel whenever his tongue is gonna stick out, when he's gonna stretch out. He's defiant and he's arguing with me about it, but we're gonna get it done. So I have him here. I'm turning my clippers on away from the dog. I don't want to turn them on right here because that's scary. Turn them on over here so they can hear the noise, come in. I'm pulling that upper lid back, scooping out the corners. You can go along across the top of the bridge, like that. Pulling up that brow. See? Like that. For some of those short-nosed dogs, Shih Tzus, Lhasas, you may have to pull some hair down a little bit this way if you can, and it might look something like that. And when you're pulling down with your thumb over the top of the head, I still have two fingers over here holding his jaw closed. Clippers away, bring him in, scoop, scoop gently. Whatever you take off the face, it'll grow back. It will always grow back, but the most important thing is making sure that the eye boogers are off. If the boogers are very, very hard, wash the dog first and try and soften that up in the bathtub before you come at it with your clippers. It's a very gentle skin and you can make them bleed or hurt their eye. So get the boogers softened up before you come at it with clippers. I think that's pretty much all of my tips for the easy maintenance. I really hope that this quarantine is over. I hope May 4th is our last push out date so I can get back to work and see all of your dogs and have a normal life again, because this is a little strange. I'm sure we're all feeling that. I do want to make another video to show you guys how to do a little bit more in-depth grooming, but I have to work on that, and I just cut his hair just the other day, so it needs to grow back out. But I will show you how to do that. Okay. All right, guys. Bye.